The badges are yellow and the body is red. What else could possibly come to mind when you think of a Ferrari? Back in 2009, Ferrari released their last naturally aspirated V8 engine, and they fitted it to one of the most glorious, exciting, well-conceived mid-engine Ferraris ever.
So what we have here is not Chippetto on a trottinette. What we have here is Chippetto on a rocket with nitrous and power things. What else could you dream of? The world was just out. I just emptied myself. You don't have to go to church anymore. You just drive this and you become a new person. Start a new life. You have new bright ideas because everything, all the bad things that you had in your life, I left them back there in the exhaust fumes. Fuel consumption? Don't even ask me this question. I just passed some horses on my left. They didn't run away, and you know why? Because they saw the Ferrari. They realized that it's a car which is part of them. Or vice versa, I mean horse is part of the Ferrari because we have 560 of them.
This 4.5-liter engine puts out 560 brake horsepower, propelling the car from 0 to 100 just in 3.2 seconds, even by today's standards. That's pretty damn quick. Remember, the engine sits in the middle, so some things are bound to be a little different. For instance,
I mean, the engine is right behind me, so it's so loud and roaring. Is this gonna get annoying or I'm gonna love it? I mean, now I'm loving it.
Inside, we enter the mind of a minimalistic designer with a serious eye for detail. All the controls are driver-oriented, and you have everything at your reach, more or less. The downside is, a lot of the controls may be hard to find if it's your first time in a Ferrari. It is also very likely to find a button and not know what it does. Or it just broke over time. Our spec had a black interior with carbon trim. The carbon looks fabulous. The black trim on a red Ferrari? Not so much. Now, an interesting fact about the seats.
Those are carbon bucket seats, which honestly for me as a small guy feel very nice and comfy. There's one thing, for example, is that those seats don't go up and down, so you just gotta live with it. The maximum that you can do is straight and back.
Time to talk about my favorite part of modern Ferraris.
I'm not going to repeat myself from the Ferrari FF video talking about the steering wheel, how all the buttons don't make sense. They still don't, even on this car.
The Ferrari 458 was the first Ferrari to welcome this rather unusual steering wheel. There's another thing.
No elbow rest. I'm fan of elbow rest, so okay, that's missing here. I can't criticize a Ferrari because there's so many people that have been working on this car to really perfect it, to maybe give you a little touch of the Formula 1 car. Even if I find something bad about this car, honestly, the experience, the feeling, the speed that you have just overcomes the bad stuff. So Italians, they knew that something may eventually go wrong. So they're like, okay, so how about we make a car so exciting, so fast, and so good that even if there's something wrong, you just forget about it. Holy.
There are traditional ways to test the car, and then there is this.
Tennis. Tennis is for people that like to wear small shorts. Golf is for ones that are probably more than 6 years old. And volleyball is for beautiful Brazilian women. But today, none of that works for me because I have this beast, which is a Ferrari, and I need a sport that gives me adrenaline, makes my heart pump. That's scary. And people told me that I should try downhill mountain biking. So here it is. We have a bike which is red. The car is red. The rims are yellow. There is a yellow horse. The brakes are big, and the brakes are big here. So that all sounds perfect. Let me just transport that with that to my biking trail. I was also told that in order to mount a bike on a car, I need this biking rack. And I think that this will... very complicated. I don't know who made this. Here, and then... I think the success rate here is like incredible. There, the engine is here. What if it's hot? And my tires are on and the exhaust is here. What's gonna happen? Now that goes here, and then when that whole thing goes on the car, like this, we'll actually go here. Yes. How am I gonna explain this to the insurance? Well, maybe let me call my concierge. Walter got my bike. I have my Ferrari here with my biking gear inside the boot, so I'm going to change. It's my precious. Safety first, all the time. Yeah, you know when you drive a Ferrari, you may not need a changing room, right? You just pull up to the front, and you just go from one fast thing to another fast. Oh, why there's so... Oh, there's like a black hole in... So good. Okay. So while I was changing, I came up with a little challenge. Why not I race this Ferrari 458 against this downhill bike on this Gurten trail in Bern? And let me walk you through the challenge that we're gonna do. So the bike is going to start here on top of the mountain, and we're gonna go down. There'll be a few jumps, more jumps. And we're gonna go down here, there'll be forest and some trees, and then another turn, and then stones and stuff, and then down to the finish line. And this whole thing is around 3.5 kilometers. The car will also start here on a road, which is also 3, so that makes the same thing, and it will go down like straight.
After impressing everyone with my drawing, the Ferrari was up first.
Race is off, let's go! And the race is on, let's go, let's beat this bike. Okay, so I'm racing the bike, we're getting timed, time is running. I think I can beat it. I want to push it more, but I can't, I don't have enough space. The comfort buttons are for other people. What we like the launch, we like the race, we like the plus, the red stuff, everything that the not to-do list is for us. You're sticking with the asphalt. You're together. You're like in a train and there are 2 rails that I'm just following. Okay, yeah, you see, like I want to speed, but then there's this 50 zone and I'm getting stressed a little bit. I turn your wheel and then you don't know where everything is. Everything is upside down, so you're just like... Did you ever ride a horse? Well, I'm currently doing it. I think that's the main difference between Lamborghini and Ferrari, is that when you're driving a Ferrari, you're riding a horse. When you're driving a Lamborghini, you're riding a bull. Let's go, Ferrari, come on. We can beat the bike, come on, what the hell? Okay, we're arriving into a little quiet zone here. Not really do crazy things, but... And... Okay.
I noted my car time, and then I jumped on my bike.
My life.
think I won. I think I won. Time. Let's see. Stop. Yes! I beat the car. I beat the Ferrari with a bike.